that. You want to get... Okay. How's everybody doing? I didn't get to send anybody any notices I was going live because I'm on a walk. And anyways. Hey, Jessica. Have you ever been the wiener before? Well, you are today. Hey, Jenny and Jerry and Froggy. I figured I'd go ahead and start the live. I was going to wait till I got home, and mods, be on the lookout. I don't have subscribers only on right now, so you might have to work overtime for like 20 minutes. You're covering my light, Bandit, my flashlight. By seeing in front, I have my other device here with me as a flashlight. Hey, November Rain. So I was over on Empress and we were doing readings, and I heard about Andra, or Bullhorn Betty, I guess most of you guys know her by. I've heard rumors about something about a protective order, a restraining order or something. I didn't know it was like this. Like, I didn't know. Did she know she had a warrant? Thank you. STH, is that Chris? It's a hot one today. So, those haven't heard, Bullhorn Betty, I'm sure you guys have all heard. It's everywhere. Was arrested in Montgomery County, Tennessee, I guess, at some event for Sebastian Rogers, missing child out of Sumner County. And come to find out, I guess she has warrants out of Sumner County due to a restraining order or protective order that was taken out against her, and I guess she violated it. That's why so I was like, I don't think it has anything to do with, I don't see how they can arrest her for not going to court. I don't think it has to do with that, really. She must have violated it. See, the judge probably granted it, and she's because she wasn't there. Well, they probably had enough evidence to go ahead and grant it without her there or something, and she probably violated by being at Montgomery County. I don't understand everything that's going on, but Bullhorn Betty. Everyone, we'll go visit your friend on the way back. She seems to be having a bad day. Skirt. Uh-oh. He's coming out for a break. He's going to hate me. He was just coming out for a break. I get, yeah, but she was supposed to not, I guess she wasn't even supposed to speak about these people at all. Um, and it must have something to do with her showing up at that event. I have no idea. I haven't even been following the case like usual because she got a bunch of money from subs to get a lawyer. Get you a bag of beef jerky? That's just expensive, dude. Had to make it here before they close, so. Skirt. Oh, my back. She had the money. She was getting donations since August 8th for the attorney. Oh, yeah, guys. So people saying that she's going to be out Monday, no, I don't think so. She doesn't have a bond. And that when you get arrested, that's the suckiest thing ever. You never want to be arrested out of county on an out of county warrant because you will be stuck there for probably 2 weeks. They usually wait the whole amount of time that they have. They have a total of 14 days to come get you. And unless she's able to get an attorney, her attorney can talk to the judge in the county and work something out, she might be able to get out without even getting transferred and be told she has to appear in court. That's what happened to me. I had to get a lawyer. This was for a warrant from 2011. I got arrested outside the county, and it was from something from a long time ago, the possession of marijuana. I had not completed the probation, and so they put a warrant out. Okay, it was from a long time ago, and this is a few years ago that I got pulled over. Well, in another county in Indiana, it was a warrant from Indiana, but a different county. I was in there only like 4 days, and at that point, the county still hadn't come and got me. But that county was 3 hours away, and I'm seeing that the county Andrews in is only an hour and a half away from the county that she has the warrant. So maybe she'll be lucky and they'll come get her sooner. But a lot of times they wait until they have more than one person to pick up. They don't come and get you right away, and you have to wait for the county that you have the warrant in to come get you. The county you're in does not transport you. They're not going to spend their money and stuff to take you to an hour and a half away to your warrant. No, it's the responsibility of the court that the warrant is in. And so my guess is they will not come get her this weekend. They usually take the whole full 2 weeks. So the best thing she can do is get a lawyer and have the lawyer talk to get a lawyer out of Sumner County that knows the judge, has a personal relationship with the judge, can make that's exactly what happened to me. And I was let out, and everybody in the jail was like, "Oh, you're not going to be let out. You're not going to be let out. They'll make you. You have to wait till the county comes and gets you. You have to wait." Nope, I got out. I mean, that's rare, but you have to get an attorney. If she doesn't get an attorney, and that's if they'll even give it, because hers was a failure to appear, so they might not. The judge might be like, not working. I don't know. So 1 second, I have to use my phone to pay here because I don't have a card. and me. So I have to pay Apple Pay this. And hold on. And one of those. Might you? Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Hopefully. Okay. I do Apple Pay. All right, thanks. See you later. Now if I can find you guys again. There you are. There you are. Just not gonna be leaning on FTA. Yeah, yeah. But see, mine too was from like at that time it was like 12 years ago. You know, mine had been a warrant from 12 years previous or something. But still, it is possible, especially for something like that. But she's not going to get out this weekend. Unless she gets a lawyer, that's the only way. Unless she gets lucky and they come and transport her. I just don't see that happening. They are not quick about it at all. They unless somebody else is needing transported out of Sumner County and she just gets lucky and gets to hitch a ride along with them. That is like her only chance. I've been transferred a few times in my life. That's not the only time that that's happened. But it was like 20 years ago when I got that DUI. So yeah, they're not going to rush for her. They don't care. Unfortunately, or fortunately, however you look at it, they have to do the thing that is most cost effective and most, they have a timeline to do this in. So, and sometimes, and I don't know if they contacted the county that the warrant's out of to make sure that they would come get her first, because there is a chance that she goes to the jail and they contact the county about her being arrested, and they might not even come and get her, and they might release her, because it just depends of a lot of times they don't transport out of county for like it matters, especially like a misdemeanor. They'll do like a few counties away. It just depends, but usually if it's like I don't know. We'll have to wait and see for her exact charges or whatever. I don't know if somebody at first was just trying to say it was just not showing up for a protective order. That's nothing. She didn't have to show up for a protective order or a court for a protective order or you don't have to show up. So that doesn't even make sense. I'm guessing she violated. I mean, 666 didn't show up for my protective order hearing. They just moved forward without you, and it kind of it's in your best interest to show up, but a lot of times if people know they're not going to win, they just don't show up. I haven't been following everything with going on though, so I could be really kind of off on Hey, how are you? I could be kind of off on a little bit, like, but as far as the transfer process and stuff, I know that very well. Yeah. Fred was telling me that you were smoking, Chris. She violated it immediately. Did she know that it was ordered by the court? Did she know, or was she just trying to see? There's a pride thing. There's people's pride getting in the way. You know, that's what it sounds like to me. People, are their own worst enemies. They have to sit there and be right, or, not back down, or not surrender. They have to be right, or it's all about their pride. And in her mind, it sounds like she thinks this thing is unfair. No. I know, you see the doggies. I know. Uh-oh. She was on court on Thursday. Let's see. I haven't been reading the comments very well, but we're gonna, give me a second. I'm gonna get switched over so we can look into, see if, kind of keep watch on when this, I haven't seen it in the system yet. Like on any websites, her arrest. Yeah, there is a chance that she could be let out. But as long as it took to arrest her, it sounded like they were talking with her a long time. It makes me think that they checked with Montgomery County first to see if they would be willing to come get her. Or Sumner County. I'm sorry, Sumner County. It sounds like Montgomery, but a officer's not going to waste his time with booking and paperwork and all that stuff when it's possible that, the county won't even come get her. So, why are my shorts on the floor here? Come on, Band-Aid. So, that really sucks. It really does. I mean, I don't have any feelings yet, negative or positive, really, towards, towards her. So, I mean, I don't have any real problems with her or anything. I'm not like some big supporter either. So, I'm kind of an in-betweener. Come on. You don't have to be sorry, Chris. It's just, you don't have to be sorry for asking a question. It's fine. You always say sorry, and you don't have to say sorry for something like that. Hold on. Let me, my charger here. Let's pull up StreamYard. No, Okay, there we go. Much better. Much better. 4 p.m. on Monday. Gosh. What's up with 4 p.m., Chris? Always 4 p.m. with you. I'm hoping that. So right now I'm working on trying to find a way down to Tennessee, looking into one-way tickets and stuff. I'll be coming back up a different way, and Fred might be coming with back up to Indiana. But I'm needing a flight down there Wednesday or Thursday. And of course, I looked up when you search and Google it, the cheapest for like $500. I went to Priceline and there was one for $320. But somebody was saying, I was trying to get a hold of Valerie because she was really like trying to get my attention about some flight points that she want. I didn't know that she was saying, I wasn't paying attention, and Fred told me about it. So, or if anybody, would like to take a road trip with me. If anybody wants to take a road trip. It's on another career stream, Clutch. I'm not sure what is up with the warrant. Well, let's see. Let's look. I keep checking Vine Lake. I keep checking. I kept checking Florida because I didn't know. Yeah, I'm not. Is this correct? Is this Tennessee? Just making sure. Yeah, it does look like Montgomery County. It's 931 a Tennessee. Yep, it is. Okay. So she's still not in the system. Is Montgomery County a big county down in Tennessee? She didn't have to show up for a civil hearing, guys. It wasn't a criminal hearing. She doesn't have to show up. The warrant, what I'm guessing is her arrest has something to do with violating it or something. Did she know it was ordered by the judge when she wasn't there? Yeah, but I'm looking for her being booked. You have to search Montgomery County, the jail she's at, for her booking information. I don't know. I'm seeing a lot. Yeah, I keep checking Mobile Patrol too. Shh. Jeez, you're such. Oh, that's okay. Post from the holler. What's that? Yeah, I keep checking to see. She's not in there. I don't know. Yeah. So either way, whether or not we hear any news on Fred's upcoming transfer, I'm still wanting to go down there. So on Wednesday or Thursday. So hopefully he gets to come up there back up with me, but that's still up in the air. Andrew, yep, that's what I put. It's not, I mean, Montgomery County has their own website to search inmates, and she's not even coming up there. So welcome in Alabama anytime. What's Rachel Beth Huff? Oh no, why, Rachel? Because of what happened with she'll be fine. Oh, I know. I heard Justin say that, but that was like a while ago, like an hour and a half ago. Seems like a while ago anyways. Maybe it wasn't quite that long ago. Allegedly, she was. No, I know that she's arrested. I know she is. She just hasn't been booked yet. I heard Justin's live. We heard it while I was on my other channel. I mean, I heard the part where they said she wasn't booked yet. I'm not going to call because I could just look on Montgomery County website. They have a inmate search there. That, I mean, if she's not there, they're not going to. They have the same information. If it's in the computer, it's in the computer. It's not. There is right here is the link of Montgomery County. That's the one I'm using to search. Do you think that Sumner County is going to get her that fast, Jessica? Gosh, I've never been that lucky. They always take, like the time I had, the 2 times I've ever been transferred, first time they took almost the whole 2 weeks, the whole 14 days that they were allowed. Up here in Indiana, you have 14 days to pick up an inmate. If you don't come, then they get released. Sorry, I'm eating a piece of candy. But thank you, Sunshine. Wow. Maybe she'll get lucky. And they'll come get her this week. And that's not how it works up here. They sure as hell take their time to come get you. But if they already have a transport coming in from Sumner County, she might get lucky. That's what I was saying. She did. Why did she do that? Was she trying? That's why I was saying it must be a pride thing or whatever. I haven't been following all this drama with that case with Sebastian. But to me, it sounds like she knew of this protective order or restraining order, or whatever, and decided to. I think she knew that she was pushing it by going to this event in Montgomery County where her family is going to be. I mean, I think she's supposed to stay away from them, right? The Proudfoots, they live all in some. Oh, his parents, I don't know what county they're in, but the Proudfoots, I'm guessing Sumner County. Yeah, County Mouse. Chris and Katie didn't go. Well, but still, it's an event for their child, so that's weird. I mean, I'm not giving her any shit or anything, but I would have never risked it in that if it was me, but that's just me. You know, I'm not that brazen, I guess. Yeah. See, I don't know Pearl Strand enough about it to really judge her harshly yet, but that could definitely change. But from what I'm hearing, it sounds like she was playing with fire, like you say. Here, if you're not put in the back and staying holding out, put the info as fast. Maybe it's just like what Jessica says in the chat, that my mod Jessica, it could, maybe she'll get lucky and Sumner County was already planning a visit there. They're not going to make a special visit there for her right away. They're going to want to get as many people as they can, transport as many people as they can. So if there's nobody else to come pick up, they might wait a little bit, especially if they get transports from that county all the time. They might wait a few days to see. They could wait up to 2 weeks. She wasn't worried about getting arrested. Yeah, but getting arrested out of county is a whole new thing, guys. For a warrant, a whole new ball game. She didn't think of getting arrested on a. Did she know she had a warrant? Wow. My guess, she wasn't scared of getting arrested because she probably didn't think about. Does anybody know? Did she know she had a warrant? No, there's no bond. When there's a warrant, you don't get and you're arrested out of county, you don't get a bond. You have to wait till the county comes and gets you. Because all you're going to do is bond out and not go to court. So they want to make sure you're going. She knew she had a warrant and went? Did she think that? Oh my gosh. What? Yeah, she did think she could get out cotton candy. That's what my guess is. She probably, I don't know, she's probably never been arrested on an out of county and had to been transported before. It's a whole different ball game than just being arrested in the county that you got in trouble in. It's a whole hassle, and you think she wanted to get attention, but she can't even. I thought she wasn't even allowed to speak on. People are saying she wasn't even supposed to speak on certain people.
she was going to appeal it. Appeal a protective order. Dang, I wonder what 666 thinks about this. This is right up her alley. And she doesn't even, she talks shit about Betty all the time. But it's the exact same shit she did. She didn't show up for court either. But you don't have to show up for court for civil stuff. So it's not because she didn't show up for court. The warrant must has to do something else. It's the only thing I can think of. They could once she's down to the other county for flying doves, but they'll get her in court really quickly. Why don't you think she has a lawyer, Amos? Oh, I'm sorry. Shannon wants prayers for her son who's in the hospital. He has an infection. Has he been on antibiotics and they're not like working or something? Well, maybe she knew it. Maybe she doesn't truly care about being in jail for a couple weeks, or up to a couple weeks. So did she travel from Florida? Or I guess you guys said she did. She was just driving up recently. She drove specifically for this ride. Oh, advised her not to go to court. See, something's not adding up because they don't freaking put a warrant out for you for not going to a civil court date. So something's not right. They just put all they do is it's sometimes they'll default to the other person, especially well, not in this case because they're not romantic. So they'll just go on. They'll go ahead and go forward with the case with just the plaintiff there or the petitioner. It says pro se. Yeah, so that means she doesn't have a lawyer then. So she took in money for lawyers and didn't even get one. Wow. Probably, Amos. I think so too. I believe that too. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. Still not coming up in Montgomery's jail. I thought it meant Katie was pro se. Oh. Does it say that Andra's pro se, or is it talking about Katie? Yeah, Rock Jim. Well, that type of behavior, it gets views, guys. It gets views and money. Big time money. People like the action of it all, I guess. It's like a reality show, but yet Some people, yeah, it's just that's the quickest way to become famous or become, no, not that she's famous, I'm not saying that, but to try to get there is to just be outrageous as possible, and not have any shame. Not that I'm saying she doesn't have shame, but I've definitely seen way worse than her. I know, Shannon. I agree. Well, yeah, especially following them around. Yeah, don't follow them around. Like, if she wants to cover the case, that's different. But as far as harassing the people or following them around or whatever, she collected a lot of money for a lawyer and didn't actually hire one. Then she trashed Justin and upset some of her mods. For the 22nd, check her online court records for the 22nd. Sumner County, Kathy. Hold on. Okay, 1 second. Damn. What? So, whoa, which one's which? Yeah, it has her pro se. She's absolutely pro se, guys. That's really, I can't stand that stuff. Okay, now I'm going to start getting pissed. I can't stand that. People, that pisses me off so bad. Probably because it makes me think of my situation. I don't like dishonesty like that anyways, as it is. But it reminds me of my situation and the person, taking in money for a lawyer that they never got. And that's so wrong. And I bet she got thousands just because of, I just bet she did. I don't know that for a fact, but it doesn't matter how much she got. She should have used it towards what she said she was using it towards. Right? Portland. Go to 819. Okay. Order of protection granted on 22nd. And the case continued. Oh, shoot. You're not seeing the screen I was on. Okay, you told me to go to the 19th. Pro se. Yeah, she's pro se. Definitely. Her hearing's not till it is the 29th. For this one, whichever this one it was. Doesn't have the other parties in here yet. Pro se. This was served on the 19th. It was granted on the 22nd. And yeah. Yep. They're all. I wonder if. So Sumner. Okay. Yeah, I heard that Chris Proudfoot had one that was coming up. So who are these all for? Katie and his two parents? Why would Katie and Chris have to file? They're married. They can add each other to the protective order. They might, Diana. I don't know about that because it's just a protective order. Just because a lawyer didn't show doesn't mean she didn't hire one. Really? Are you serious right now? It says pro se. It doesn't say it shows her she has her attorney as pro se. It's in the system. No, she unless she hired one after the fact, which wouldn't even make sense. Nobody's gonna hire. That's stupid. She should just leave them alone. Like, focus on her cases and stuff. She doesn't have to follow them around. She was running around the stores to ask if Chris was seen on their cameras. Catching up on the slide, but going to say... I have to agree it wasn't the smartest move on her part to say F you to the courts and just go to an event that did she know the parents weren't going to be there? She avoided being served till the day before her hearing. She immediately violated by speaking on them. And she talked so much shit on the judge that day. The judge is not playing. Ooh, I see. So Tennessee. Tennessee Protective Order. See if they have a registry. They might not have a registry here in Tennessee. In Indiana, they do. She said her attorney told her not to worry about going where yet to see an attorney's name. Yeah. She was doing the same as she was in Sumner's case and talk shit on Ellie and the judge issued a warrant. Yeah, because she knows that works. She knows that works to get the views and money. If you don't care about what people think of you, really, and you don't have much, I don't want to talk shit about her, but at all. I have enough drama of my own. I'm just saying, some people. Seth said Chris and Katie was not allowed at the events. Is there a why weren't they allowed at the events? Yeah, she has to pay the amount of each case that she was ordered against her is about $280. She has to pay for each one. The cost of filing for a protective order is not. PO hearing, I'm not playing. In her live third day, she said she couldn't help that her lawyer didn't show up. I don't know, Kat. I don't know. Does that... No. She better... If people sent her money for that, I think she needs to show proof that she has a lawyer. That's not even fair. But they said that Chris... Oh, because... Then how'd she violate then? Just speaking on the case and threats and stuff? I guess maybe the judge put out a warrant for speaking on him. I have no freaking clue. Yeah, which is so funny because I was told by somebody that, they can't order that wait, there's freedom of speech. Remember when 666 was saying that? Freedom of speech. My guess is exactly, she must have spoke of somebody and the judge must have got pissed off or something because I have no idea. She's going to also protest with Seth to have him cleared. This was Sunday or Monday. Wow. She isn't even supposed to speak on Sebastian anymore. Can we find out what her warrant was for? We're trying to wait till we're trying to figure that out. It's obviously a violation of it's probably just going to say violation of protective order. We're not going to know exactly what she did. The judge watched her live. Wow. Yeah, bench warrant sounds like not showing up for court, but is that what it... But how... Is that what was said? It was a bench warrant? That's weird. Oh, I guess we're just going to have to wait. We're just going to have to wait. That is weird. A bench warrant? Arresting for a bench warrant? I don't know. That doesn't sound right to me. They don't usually arrest for a bench warrant out of county. If it's just some kind of money owed. A bench warrant's is a money thing, right? Hold on. To arrest an indigent for failing to appear on a court date, pay a court fine, or follow another court instruction. Okay. Following a court instruction. I don't know if there's warrant, Sumner. I don't know. Some places have a warrant search. Look, right when I did that, inmate jail inmate. Oh. No, it's not going to tell us warrants. They're not going to put her here. I doubt it. Oh. Yeah, she's probably not going to be. And it. Yeah. Most places don't list their warrants on. They don't list their warrants. I don't know why. They should. But some places do. I know, right, Sheba? I know. She does this. I have to agree, and I don't mean this in a hateful way towards her, but she deserves this one. I have to say, she shouldn't. That was stupid. That was a big FU to the courts. From what I've seen so far and what I've heard, but in all fairness, I don't know the situation well, so I could be missing something. Definitely, I could definitely not know things for sure, and I'm sure I do. but it doesn't sound very smart to me. I know I wouldn't have gone, but I just don't find it worth it. I know a lot of people, though, maybe would have. Like, if they feel that they're really in the right, maybe she felt she was really in the right. But I really think it was a pride thing. It's one of those pride things where somebody just doesn't want to admit that they were wrong, or they don't want to be wrong in some way, or be looked at wrong, like they're it's a competition thing. They got what they wanted. They broke up the prayer vigil for Sebastian. Well, Pink Rose, I kind of beg to differ. I feel like it was Andra's fault for going there. I think it was Andra who I think it's her fault for going there because she knew better. She knew in advance she had that she had, I don't know if she knew she had I guess people are saying she knew she had a warrant and she went anyways. That's stupid AF. She's in Clarksville jail. What? What's that? Yeah, it's Montgomery, Tennessee. Same thing. Yeah. I keep checking here, but she's still not coming up, so I don't know. Oh, you guys, I wasn't showing it, but yeah, she's not coming up. Montgomery, it's Montgomery County. Clarksville is Montgomery County jail. Yep, Sumner has to come and get her. And maybe, maybe she'll get lucky and they'll come get her this weekend. But my experience is they take their time on those things. And I know in Indiana, and I'm guessing it's a similar thing down there, they have 14 days to come get you. When you're picked up on an out-of-county warrant, the county that arrests you does not take you to the other county. It's the county who has the warrant who has to come and get you. Sometimes they don't show up, but usually a lot of times they, like I said before, they check in advance that the county will actually come all the way and come get her. It's only an hour and a half away, but it's still long enough that I don't know. She might get lucky and they not want to come get her, or she might get lucky and maybe that's why they're not booking her yet. Is maybe they have maybe they have a transport already on the way to Sumner or something for somebody else, and she just got lucky. Oh, with no pants on? What do you mean no pants on? What? I do lives with no pants on, but I keep my camera off. I think Sunshine, that she probably truly believes that they're at fault, and I don't know. From what I've seen over the years, really, just with that, I think that it just gets her the views. Like That's what gets the views. If you're willing to take that danger like she does and risking arrest and stuff, then it's good. It makes for good YouTube because it's exciting for people and they want to see the drama and they want to. Someone has a warrant for their arrest on the internet. So what's the website? Yeah, I was looking, Kathy, and they don't have one for that area, unfortunately. Some counties do. It's not like a national database or a state. There may be some states have a state database, but not Tennessee, not Indiana. Now, some counties, specific counties, but the county she in it doesn't look to have. It doesn't look like they put out publicly their warrants on a website. Some counties do, though. Well, I'm sorry. Sumner County, it doesn't look like they do. That's where the warrant is out of. When Peak Rose showed it, so does she, Ziggy. I don't know what that. I forget what I said or what you're responding to, but I don't have a problem with I just don't think I don't have a problem with her. I just think this was a dumb move. I don't care who it was. I would say it's a dumb move. They get no. My friend that has experience with Montgomery County Jail said they get no hurry booking you. Ask her how transports work out there. Or your friend, he or her. Ask them if does she know how quickly like other counties tend to come, how the transport thing works there. It can vary a little bit, but what? She had her pants off and the camera pointed at her lap. What? Probably. I have. I mean, she used to rub me the wrong way. For sure, but I just haven't been paying attention to her lately. I haven't really been focusing on many other cases except Summer. You know, if we talk about a case, it's usually Summer because I've had so much I've been so wrapped up in my own stuff going on that I haven't been able to do what I do best here, which I'm not going to be doing in other children cases. I've already decided that for sure. It's just ridiculous. But as far as Summer Wells, I'm kind of like married into the case. I don't see me ever giving up on the Summer Wells case. I mean, as long as I am dealing with people accusing Fred or trying to point fingers at Fred, I'm probably always actually, and plus if Summer's I'm just always going to want to get justice for Summer too. I mean, there's several reasons why I would want to stay in the Summer Wells case. I mean, my dog, my husband, all the years I've spent on here on this case, like all the times that I went down to Tennessee, how my life has been changed like completely. So yeah, when it comes to Summer Wells, like it's different, but as far as the other cases, like Yep, married into the case, literally. So I just, because of my own stuff going on, I haven't been watching like other people, but I'm making a commitment that I'm going to try to put, I say this all the time and I hate freaking, but right now I'm really trying to stay committed to being on here daily and not getting in these like feelings sorry for myself and hermit modes, you know, which I say to myself in my real life anyways, but I mean on here even I'll pull away from going live. Yep, Amos. Yeah, that was not very smart either, Cotton Candy. I have to admit there. The yelling and stuff. But this incident was definitely way more stupid than that. Because a lot of times you're allowed to assemble for peaceful protest, but it has to be peaceful. You can't be disturbing, and they were in the neighborhood. But I don't think it was a. But I'm trying to remember if they crossed the line there. There's a whole gray area with that protesting thing, or Toasty's YouTube account confirmed Betty was arrested and is being transferred. Transferred to where? Are they going to transfer if she's lucky, if they transfer her all the way to Sumner County already, oh my gosh, she should thank her lucky stars. Oh yeah, it's just yeah, they're just saying that she will be transferred. Eventually, yes, she will be transferred to, unless she's able to get a lawyer and somehow get the lawyer to arrange something with the judge. Otherwise, and that's if she has a lawyer, she's got to at least spend like at least $500. I think that's how much it cost me to. Mine might have been $750, but it got me out of the jail without having to be transported. If she does it, she needs a lawyer in Sumner County, though. She needs a lawyer in Sumner County that is buddies with the judge. That's how you do it. You want a lawyer from that county. No, she's not being transferred yet. They're just saying that from the post, all it's saying is that she's going to be transferred. This is from 2 hours ago. She hasn't been she's not in the process of being transferred right currently. I like it when you come on this channel and your Empress channel every day. Oh, okay. Well, if I start doing that again, I'll start getting people coming back in here again. But when people aren't used to me being online, so they kind of find other things to watch. So, yeah, I'm trying to be consistent. I keep using an excuse of everything going on with Fred and stuff, but I need to get Oh, wow. Fred said in Virginia, you can pay to have somebody to transport you. Does that mean like you can pay them yourself? Like, oh, there's companies you can hire to transport you? That's crazy. That's a good idea, though. That's a freaking great idea. The company would have to hire actual officers. Because the jail's not going to release the inmate to just anybody. So that's cool. Yeah, that's awesome. That's a good idea. So basically, it sounds like in Virginia, they have like outside entities you can hire if you want to be transported more quickly. It sounds like. But you have to pay pretty big money. It looks like $500 for the officer and $50 for the transport. 50 seems, I don't know. Is that anywhere in the state? Virginia is kind of a small state. Oh, it's through the sheriff's office? Do they come and, what if you don't pay? Do they come and get you? Well, do they charge you for it no matter what or something? Prisoner Uber, right? Not here, and usually Montgomery County will hold you 2-3 days before they transport, but the inmates' phone are still on, so they're not transporting anyone from the jail here yet. But the inmates' phone are still on, so they're not transporting anyone. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, they have to turn off the phones to transport somebody. That's true. That's true. They do that. Do they do that for everybody, every single person? That doesn't sound right. That doesn't seem right. No, that's probably only for certain prisoners or something. But yeah, see, the county, Montgomery's not going to take her to Sumner. Sumner has to come and get her, Marty. You see what I mean? In this instance, is that Upchurch in your picture? That's cool. Yep, even when they take them across the street to court. That's right. That's just if the prison bus is leaving. Right. Yeah, exactly. Prison bus. I was like, yeah, that sounded familiar, but then I was thinking about, I'm like, that can't be, because they're always going to be transferring somebody. That's true. It has to do like with prisoners, like, well, that's cool. I like that. That's awesome. Did you meet him? Here, where I live in Tennessee, they meet at the county line to transfer a prisoner. Oh, that's a good idea too. Sometimes I think that's what they did for you. Isn't that what, Fred? That's a good idea. Go from that's a good system. So if you have a certain time, if you have a certain schedule, like I don't know, a certain time every day, you're going to be at the border between Sullivan and Hawkins to pick up the prison. It probably changes. It can't be the same every day, but so okay, that's your father. Why the phones go off? Because they want to make sure that no prisoners are letting people know on the outside about somebody being transported to prison so that they can help them escape or something. Because when a prisoner gets transported to prison from jail, they turn off the phones because it has to be basically unknown, like a secret. So they don't let the prisoner know when they're being transported. Like you don't know in advance. It's a surprise. You have no idea. That's all on purpose for safety precautions. And then when they're transporting, prisoners, they'll turn off the phones so that their buddies that are still in that jail or whatever can't contact somebody from the outside to help the prisoner escape, like hijack the freaking van or something. It's always on a Sunday night. Coordinate with dispatch. Yeah, that's a good idea too. Yeah, you're right. Some places do that. I think Hawkins County actually does that. So probably a whole state of Tennessee. So maybe she might get transferred pretty fast. Actually, if they have that whole system going. But if they're doing something like that where they, go county to county, like they meet an officer at the line, then that's probably only like once a week or something they do it. Wouldn't you think? I doubt they do that every day. I bet it's like a once or twice a week thing that they do transports. So if they do it every day, she'll be super lucky. Then she'll be transported this weekend. I doubt they do every day. Yep, an officer safety thing makes complete sense. It's going to take 30 minutes to get all her lanterns off. County is doing, yep. So here in this situation, it's a transport from Montgomery County, Sumner County, and I believe that they're bordering counties, correct? Let me look this up. Well, I wish they would label it. Sumner Well, doesn't look like it's a bordering county. Well, what counties border Montgomery County? Montgomery County, Tennessee is bordered by Todd County, Kentucky, Christian County, Kentucky, Stewart County, Tennessee, Houston County, Tennessee, Robertson County, Tennessee, Dixon County, Tennessee, and Cheatham County, Tennessee. So she has to go through a couple counties. Since the judge was upset with Betty for a no-show, will they let her bond out or keep her until the 29th? I don't think they'll keep her until the 29th because the 29th is just that. But I love to hear people's opinions on this. But the 29th is just a protective order hearing. I don't think the judge she doesn't have to be there. I am still stuck with that in my mind. I still believe sorry, somebody, what is she talking about, Fred? Sorry, Fred just sent me something and it took me off track. What does she mean, Fred? I thought you had to move your trailer for Andy. What do you mean, supposedly? What the fuck is she even talking about? Oh, the trailer. He did have to move his trailer for Andy. Stupid fucking lunatic. Get a life. Okay, back to our regularly scheduled broadcast. Question. Since the judge was upset with Betty for a no-show, will they let her bond out or keep her until the 29th this coming Thursday? What does everybody think? It is my belief that they will not make her go to that court date. It's a civil case. She does not have to go. You don't have to show up for civil cases, but it's in your best interest. See, it actually benefits her to be there at that hearing. So making her be there is really, unless they want to just talk shit to her, I guess. If that's what you mean. But, the judge who does the protective orders is going to be completely different than the criminal judge. My guess, right? The one that did mine I don't think it's a criminal. I don't know. Gosh. Aw, I know, right, Jane? I'm so excited. I'm trying to get a ride. Well, yes, a ride too. I could, if somebody wanted to do a road trip down there to East Tennessee, but I'm trying to get a flight Wednesday or Thursday, a one-way. And possibly, if by then he has permission, he might be able to come back up with me. Anyways. Hey, Candace. And wow, in 31 months, too, that's impressive. Yes, we're talking about Bullhorn Betty. Hey, RJ. I haven't even checked out my Amazon wish list to see if. Wait, is that my Amazon? No, that's not my Amazon wish list. I want to check. I haven't even looked at it for. Here, let me see. I don't even know if it works anymore. Yeah. Okay. I love hearing you say my husband. Aww. Are we going to do cooking videos? Yeah, I have so many ideas. I can't wait. I don't know how much he'll want to be on camera, but and I'm not going to pressure him. I'm not going to be like one of those weird people on here that like pimp out their family. You know what I mean? And force them to be in videos and like act like this like perfect family. No, that's not me. Not eyes to the thigh. But if he is wanting to and actually, a willing participant and actually wanting to, I'm sure he will on sometimes, I'm sure. We're still waiting, Yogi, for the okay. But either way, I'm still wanting to go down there because I haven't seen him in 3 months. Going on 3 months, guys, is crazy. We weren't expecting it to take this long. I mean, I kind of was. I had a bad feeling, but it wasn't supposed to take. I don't know. We started this this whole process months ago on purpose, and in hopes that this wouldn't happen. We prepared for this, and that's what's frustrating. But we can't do anything about it. Right now we have to just give it over to God. Everything's out of our hands at this point. So it's just waiting for it takes up to 45 days. It can take up to 45 days from the time they submit it. And they didn't submit it when they said they did, basically. It got submitted way later than it should have. We'll just say that. So basically, it's 45 days from submission. My baby boy. Baby boy. That sounds weird. That sounds like a child. But I think you're in a different country. Maybe. To me, when I think of a baby boy, I think of a child. Like I'm sitting here thinking, who's my baby boy? And I don't call, yeah. So you feel me on that one, right? Oh, that was cute. We're not. Has Fred heard anything about whose animals the Humane Society is trying to rescue? They said the location is in the mountains. We'll need all-terrain vehicles. The owner is in jail on all unrelated charges. Damn, I wonder if it's that. I wonder if that's the what's his name? Fred? The one that just got arrested. Kayla's boyfriend. Does he have a bunch of animals? What kind of animals were they again? Like 20-some freaking dogs? Oh, hi, Rhines? His last name Rhines? What's his name? Again, Rhines. The last name Rhines. It's not Haskell Rhines. The person I'm thinking of, his last name is Rhines, like Haskell Rhines, but it's not Haskell. You said it was like a bunch of oh my God, that would be amazing. But that would be hard for him to do because we talk all the time. It would be hard for him to get away with something like that without me thinking something was up. 20 Great Pyrenees. Yeah. Fred, do you know anybody who has 20 Great Pyrenees? It's not him? You think it's a woman? You aren't feeling the whole Idaho experience to make your family look perfect and punish them for not doing it? Yeah, I'll chain them up in the closet. In the basement, actually, my scary basement. I have a basement that's like where nightmares come from. I can make this whole torture chamber down there. Yeah, don't give me ideas now. I'm kidding. Poor Fred. Always used and abused. Is it the Hawkins? Yes, it is. I checked their Facebook page. They are going on a big rescue tomorrow, asking for a foster. My heart goes out to animals. There's horses and goats too. Yeah, here, let me pull it up on the Hawkins or Facebook. Okay, hold on. We have quite a few people who are willing to set up and help with the goats, the sheep, the chickens, and horses. We need people who can step up and take in some dogs. There are approximately 25 dogs, mostly Great Pyrenees. They are not puppies. We have no space for 25 dogs. If you can help by taking one or two, or if you know of a rescue that can help, please comment here. There is no way we can fit an additional 25 dogs into our shelter right now. If you have anyone who has a rescue, please tag them in this post. Holy shit. Let me give an update on the situation. The officer went to the jail and she is refusing to surrender the animals. So we are going to try to get permission from the judge to go on the property and get the animals. So since it's so hard to get up to the property, we're going to need all-terrain vehicles. Right now, we want to get food to them. So dog food, no horse food, because someone commented that could cause problems. So possibly hay only. There is approximately 20 to 25 Great Pyrenees, approximately 5 bullies, 2 horses and sheep. There are no goats and there are no chickens. If anyone can bring food to the shelter in the morning, we would greatly appreciate it. Urgent, we need your help. We received a call on several animals that need help. This will be a lengthy rescue as we are waiting on a warrant since the person was arrested and is currently in jail on other charges. The animals in danger who have no food at all and need medical care are 2 horses, sheep, not sure on how many yet, goats, chickens, approximately 20 Pyrenees, approximately 5 or more bully breeds. Many of the animals need medical attention. 1 dog is in a crate with severe injuries. We are asking if anyone can help provide dog food, horse food, sheep, and goat food. This is what is needed at the moment while we wait for a surrender or a warrant. If you can please provide food for these animals, please drop it off at the shelter tomorrow morning. Anything you can do to help will be appreciated. Wow. Anyone that will be able to provide foster or rescue for any of the animals above, please comment below. As you know, the shelter is already over capacity. There is serious situation. This is a serious situation. Ma'am, these animals are in immediate danger. Hawkins County Humane Society. We will keep you updated on our progress. It is very steep hill that cannot be assessed by a vehicle. The officer had to hike up the hill. Does that sound familiar, Fred, at all? That's horrible. What are you talking about, Lisa? That 7354 after my name is not my birthday. Please, next time you make up one for me, don't make me older than I am. Dude, come on. And she said, you think you learned from the Jen Dubé debacle, but you're still talking trash first and fact checking your... What? I didn't say it was your birthday, you fucking idiot. I didn't say for sure it was your birthday. I was saying I'm guessing that maybe that's her birthday. Lisa freaking K has something to say. You need to have, you never have anything to fucking say worth anything. You put 7354 at the, it was an observation. Wow. Don't take it that deep, you fucking lunatic. Seriously, guys. The other day, I was saying something about how we were pulling up Lisa K has something to say. We were pulling up her community post about something, I think. I don't know, or her page. And we had noticed that her YouTube, somehow, or where, I don't know, or something. I pulled up, I saw her YouTube name somewhere. And I can't remember where it was. And anyways, I noticed that her YouTube had the number 7354. And I go, oh, so that's probably her birthday, July 3rd, 50. I was taking a guess, and this bitch fucking really seriously takes it that fucking serious. Like, are you a lunatic? Yes or yes? Gosh, you really take it that seriously? That was an observation, you lunatic. I was saying that was probably, just because I was saying that maybe that was your birthday or probably that was your birthday, doesn't mean that I was saying that was definitely your birthday. Everybody saw where I was getting that information. Everybody could make up their own decision. It wasn't me making it up. It was right in front of their faces. They saw for themselves the numbers. Lisa K. She's not in here, guys. I'm talking about something that was sent to me. She has a post up. Hold on. I'll show you. My bad. I know. I'm sorry. People send me stuff, and this is what happens. You guys know when you... This lunatic right here. Right here. Hold on. She's a freaking... We'll go back to the animal thing here in a second. Right here is what I'm talking about. I'm sorry. She says, the 7354 after my name is not my birthday. Lisa Ray K Roots 7354. Like, laughing face. She's obviously very, very insecure about her age or something. She doesn't want people to think that she's really like 70 years old. I mean, who cares? And then she goes, please, next time you make one up for me, don't make me older than I am. I didn't make it up. It's right in your tag right here. Then she goes, you think you have learned something with the Jen Dubé debacle, but you're still talking trash first and fact-checking your info later. Nice half-assed apology. I have zero apology to you. I did not apologize to you. I apologized to Jen, which I still stand by that. My apology wasn't to you, and I'm not apologizing for something so dumb. I mean, please. Like, I have better things to focus on. I was making an observation that your tag has 7354. It was on the screen for everybody to see. And I was saying, oh, well, that's probably her birthday, July 3rd, 1954. Or I was saying, so that's her birthday then, July 3rd, 1954. It was right there in front of everybody to see. People could make their own logical decision from looking at it. It was from your post, your shit. It wasn't me making up the number or just making up some kind of birthday or just looking you up on the internet. You obviously think you are way more important than you are. Because no, I am not looking you up, but I am kind of honestly, like, I am curious, like, who you are, because I think that you're a lunatic. Like, I mean, I think it would be funny to know your background, because I mean, you're obviously crazy, okay? Because we were just making observation, and you obviously take things way too hard. Seriously, it's not a dick. Stop taking it so hard, please. And can you do something about that hair? It reminds me of, like, that painter person. Sorry. I usually don't go there, but it's ridiculous. It's offensive. It was just a comment. Bob, yes. Bob the painter. Bob, whatever his name. Hair's something people can change, okay? So that's not really that mean. What is a big deal? Who cares if I think she's mad that I thought she was 70 years old. I don't pay attention to her. Oh man, I was looking at, and rest in peace. What's his name? That exercise guy that passed away. I saw his picture recently, and it seriously made me think of her. She has the same hair, except her curls are much more defined. Kind of, yeah. It's Lisa with Ernie. She used to be Bob Ross. Yes. Sorry. That was not nice of me. But it's just hair. So please, I know she's going to turn that into something big. Watch. She's going to turn that into, oh my God. I mean, if she's going to say something about me really commenting on her tag 73454 and me theorizing that possibly her birthday was July 3rd, 1954, if she's really going to act like that is some kind of like I was researching her or something, it was just an observation. Nope. What'd he post? Yeah, I'm going to share that information. Let's actually go back to that for a second. And then I'll go to, then I'll check out the cam thing or whatever you're talking about. But this is important. Here's about freaking dumbass Lisa. The 0 people, actually. Especially in this community. Nobody respects her opinion, literally, except only the weirdos. I'm serious. Only the weird ones. So this is crazy situation. So what was it we warned? Let's see how we can help here. So right here is they have their PayPal right here on. If you go to their Facebook, guys, let me see if I could share this. Hold on. Here's the PayPal. We'll just do this. If you guys want to help out, Hawkins County Humane Society. Wow. Oh, that's a long link. I don't know if that's... hold on. Let's see, what's those things called? Make a, how do you make, what are those things called to shorten URL? Shorten. Let me see if this worked. Okay, yay, I'm so smart. What a genius I am. Okay, so if you want to donate to the Hawkins County Humane Society, you can go to their Facebook and click on one of their donate buttons, or here is their PayPal right here. I had to shorten the link. Did it go through? Yeah, okay. The link was like, it wouldn't fit, so I had to go shorten it. So let me just pin that for, I'm not even logged into the correct YouTube, so. There we go. I pinned it. So, because that's crazy. That's some craziness, isn't it? Holy crap. I wonder who that is. We could probably look and figure it out pretty easily here. Freddie, you're not over there listening to fucking PG, are you? Oh, you're welcome. That's crazy. That's a big deal. We will most likely be doing a rather large rescue tomorrow. If anyone can donate any horse feed, sheep feed, goat feed, dog food, we're going to need a lot of all the above. We're going to need people who can foster. We're going to need rescues. If they can step up, we're looking at approximately 25 to 30 dogs. If you can drop any food off tomorrow morning, we're not going to be able to take all animals at once. So at least we'll have food to help take care of them as we are moving them. Thank you to our amazing So I'm trying to see if maybe somebody mentions it in the comments if somebody mentions who was arrested. Let me look real quick. Would be today. Let me look at Hawkins County, what women were Dallas. Okay, so it says you guys are thinking it's a woman. Kelly Manus, Jessica Bunch, Ashley Taylor. Let me see. I need to check on the actually if I stupid ads. I hate them. Attachment for child support. Jessica Bunch. Failure to appear. Ashley Taylor. Criminal trespassing. And that's it. It has to be one of those unless. And Dallas Ryan. Hey, Luminous. So what was the other thing about that happened about Cam? Okay, good. I'm glad you're not. We're at PG's. Like, Moonshine Girl, let's set it. Yeah, Moonshine Girl. What about Cam? Let me see. I hope they're doing good. Hold on. Is this what you're talking about?
A lot of things I'm doing I shouldn't do, it's true. I'm going to keep on doing all these things I shouldn't do.
What the hell is this? What is that? It's so stupid. Stop.
Holly, just wanted to come on here and clear something up and spread the truth. And the truth is, I suffer from irritable bowel syndrome, which makes me angry towards many in the true crime community and furious towards Cam and Allie from Kraken cases, and they deserve a huge apology for my crappy moods, literally. And I also want to apologize for my ignorance about the legal system and you guys deserve better and I will be better. When all this started with Cam and Allie, I would be lying if I did not say I was beyond joyful and saw my chance to attack them at their lowest point because I knew that might finally have a chance against their superior intellectual minds. But through this endeavor, I found someone as mentally inept as myself in Cam's mom.
That sounded sarcastic. Oh, man. So he was just making fun of her little, I guess, I don't know. Yeah. I didn't watch his live really. I mean, I don't think I really even, did I even comment on it? I don't know. Yeah, actually, I do remember listening to it a little bit. He still didn't, he still was just not taking responsibility completely. He was still like the way he was wording things, because he was offered this deferment program, he thinks that means like he's not guilty if it drops off his record in 2 years. So you see how he's using what's the word, semantics. You see that, how he's like doing like this wordplay stuff. Just because you're offered you took a plea, you pled no contest, which is you don't plead either way, guilty or not guilty. But you took a punishment for it because there was a substantial amount of evidence that could possibly find you guilty. So you went ahead and took a plea of no contest. That's the truth. That's just the truth, because for that possible chance that you might get found guilty, it carried a hefty fine or hefty sentence. So of course you're going to take a deferment program. That's something offered to anybody in your position. You're not going to just take, nobody who's not guilty is not going to, no. But yeah, if they're able to stay clean and stuff, it will get dropped off the record completely. It's a really great opportunity, but it doesn't mean he's not guilty. He obviously was a little bit worried, or he wouldn't have taken a plea at all. If you're that confident, you're not going to take a plea. I'm sorry. Like Fred, would you take a plea? If people want to say you're a suspect, would you take a plea in the Summer Wells case? I don't, hell no, because we know he has nothing to do with it. If there's you know what I mean? He's obviously scared. Even though and Fred's in the similar situation too. I mean, of people trying to screw him over and set him up. You think you're being set up by your mom? That's how we kind of feel about Fred with this Summer Wells case. About Fred being set up, kind of. So, kind of in the same boat. I think it's a good example. A good comparison. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying that, Ray. That's what I mean. Like, somebody who's not guilty is not going to take a plea. So that's why I'm saying they're guilty. You see what I mean? They took a plea. If you are absolutely sure you're innocent, you're not going to take a plea. No way. Hell no. If you are that confident, no way. There had to have been some kind of evidence that made him worried. And if I saw what he was saying about that it was an environmental hair analysis or whatever. And I looked into environmental hair analysis, or it was like, instead of it's different. It shows if a child's been in the presence of a substance. But it's not like it's from the hair. Like, basically somebody has to be touching the hair, or it's not, he tried to act like, oh, they could have just gone in the grocery store and that's why they had that's what he tried to play it off. I mean, it is nice. I do understand. It is good to know it's an environment that they supposedly, now if we're taking his word for it, we're taking his word for it, I will give him that, and make sure people know it's an environmental test, which is different. It tests if a child's, it's not in their system. It's just in their hair. It's environmental. It's different. Does it mean it doesn't, the child didn't ingest it. It just means if the child's been in the presence of it. But, Cam tried to play it off like you could just go to the grocery store, but it's not that easy. I mean, it's not that easy. Or they wouldn't have a test like that. I mean, I know there's definitely has its faults for sure. I mean, it's not the most reliable at all, but of course we're going by his word that that's the kind of test he got. And I can see his argument and stuff, but I don't think he would have been found guilty on just the environmental test. Or, I mean, there had to have been more that he was worried about. Serious when your CPS talks to your kids at school. They don't do that very often. And then, boy, I don't like how he downplayed the tangle. That's one thing I really hated. He said he acted like it was like one tangle. Dude, if it's that bad, cut your kid's hair. Like, what? They acted like it was like she would hide it and she hated having her hair brushed. Cut her hair. She had hair down to her like past her ass, her butt, you know, behind. So if it's that much of an issue, cut her hair. Don't let it get all tangled in a big freaking like blob like that. Even if she did good hiding it, you know, with the top something brushed over it or something. If she's bad for that, then you're gonna just have to cut her hair. I know it sounded like did she act like I think he said something about she being terrified of her hair getting cut or something. Is that true? Hey, Radar. Yeah, I haven't either. But I see, all I heard was a lot of, I mean, I saw his point on a few things, and I feel bad for him. It was just sad to me. You know what I mean? I don't think I really spoke on it because I found it really sad. I remember now. I think this first time I spoke about it, besides saying it, I found it sad. I do too. I really do. Because that's sad. You know what? I don't want them to lose their kids. You know what I mean? Especially Allie. Like, how would you live with yourself? Can you imagine being sent to school like that? Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it did look like she did get out of the bath. You know, in the picture, her hair did look wet. So maybe it looked worse because it was wet. Like she had just got out of it. That's what it looked like. Like she had just got out of the bath. But so maybe it looked worse. Like, I don't know. But it was bad. It did look really, really bad, guys. I mean, it's hard to make excuses. I'm trying to be fair, but it's really hard to make excuses for it. If I just don't understand. I mean, I don't even understand as an addict, you know, like I'm trying to think about like when I was using and stuff. I just can't believe even how, I mean, just because you're using drugs doesn't mean you're a bad parent usually, but it does sometimes go along with it. I mean, and obviously it did coincide here. It did show, I mean, that you can't make excuses for that hair picture. In my opinion, it's just so bad. Call it a rat's nest, but this was like a rat's nest from like hell. Like, and her hair, she had beautiful long hair. Okay. And I understand that her mom probably wanted her to keep her hair, but I don't know. I don't know why they just did not cut it. I don't know if he said, I can't remember. Yeah, he made it. So he goes, oh, one little tangle. You guys, that's not accountability. That's not somebody in recovery either. Yeah, I mean, a lot of times people using it does a lot of times coincide with neglect. I guess I should say, yeah, when just using drugs doesn't automatically make you a bad parent, but it does make you much more likely to be neglectful. Much more likely. So, and plus, I think we saw signs of pretty obvious neglect that's not very easily explained. As a hairstylist, it is our first sign we see of either domestic abuse with a woman or neglect of a child. What the? When their hair is like that, a rat's nest? I mean, when I got really depressed after Jim passed, I mean, I went a few days without brushing my hair, but you know, my hair's like, I don't have thick hair though, so mine probably would never get like that. Hair matting. Yeah, I just didn't like how he just downplayed a lot of things, but and he did say something about how one test came back like clean, right? And then the 2 weeks later or something, after they were at his mom's, is that what he was trying to say? Was he trying to put it off on his mom? Like it was from her house or something? So they hurt, they caused the kids. McDonald's was a lifesaver for me when I had little ones. Yep. Especially when parents showed up high and visitation was canceled. We'd all be crying on our way to. Kudos to the stylists that spend hours helping people get rid of rat's nests. It is encouraging to see those videos of them helping. Oh my gosh. Their kids are forever changed. Yeah. I don't know how old their kids are. It's not really my business. They're pretty young still, but I know that. All I know is that they're prepubescent, I think. Like, sorry, is that a weird word to use? But like they're under 13 or something. Like they're still kids. You know what I mean by that? I don't know why I use that freaking word. That's creepy. I don't like that word. I didn't get that. Shut up, Siri. Okay, canceled. That word is creepy to me. It makes me think of I don't know why. Probably because I was watching that oh my god, did you guys see that video, the video that was put out, the Jimbo thing? Of that, I don't know who put that out, but it talks about Jimbo. That I don't even know what to think of that. Does anybody else know what I'm talking about? That's what got me talking about prepubescent, because they were talking about that in that phone call that was put out about. It was like Jimbo. It was between Jimbo and like some kind of like predator hunter or something. I don't know if it was Predator Hunter Nation, like somebody with, I don't know, but it was also in the call was it was Jimbo and his wife, and there was this guy, and this guy was basically accusing Jimbo of being a pedo, basically, and like because he married like a 12-year-old or something when he was 17. And he still has Polaroids of her to this day. I don't know what to think. Like, it feels uncomfortable to me too, but like, I don't know. Like, I used to really like Jimbo, but now I'm just like, I don't know what to think. So, and the call is like pretty disturbing. I don't even know if I want to play it. Yeah, I kind of did hear it before, but like not only did he marry that one, he married a second minor after her. But he still has her Polaroids as a 12-year-old. Don't you guys think that's weird? I don't know. To me, that's kind of weird. I don't know what to think. And the guy he recorded his call to the sheriff's office. He called it to the sheriff's office and asking them what their opinion was about if it was legal, because Jimbo was saying since it was taken as a married couple, that it's not illegal by Tennessee law or something, or Kentucky law. And this guy called the sheriff and asked him. So when they said it was CP, Jimbo said she bleeds, so it wasn't illegal. Come on, quiet down, children. Yeah, I feel bad because like I really liked him. I really promoted him, at the beginning. I don't know what to think. And I understand too that his current wife, like who he's been married to for a very long time. So I get it. Like, I don't know. I understand that it's not, to me, that big a deal. It was kind of a different time. I mean, even though he's only 50 or 50 in his 50s, okay, he was 17 and married a 12-year-old. That's weird to me. But they're still married to this day, or one of them are. Or wait, she was 14 or something. I don't understand it. Because he married, it's like he married, and he also, like, something about him kidnapping his wife or something for 2 years, or I don't understand it, but this shit's weird. I don't know. I mean, it seems like there was 2 women. Okay, his current wife that he married when he was like 19, I think, and she was like what, 14 or something, I guess, or 13. And then his wife before that, that was 12, that he married when he was 17. So the one he married, the one that he is married to now, she was a minor and he was an adult, but they are still married. So some people are just like, have always had their opinions about it, okay? But then they, you find out about this other wife that was like 12 or something, and he was like 17, and then you hear these things about like kidnapping somebody for 2 years or something. I don't understand it all. Thelma was 14. Okay, yeah. See, like, I could excuse that. Like, what a big, okay, they're still married, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, my great-grandparents, and they're not as old as my great-grandparents, okay? It's a little bit, it's definitely in that great, it's definitely weird, okay? It would, today, that would not fly. But my great-grandparents, like, my grandma was like 14 and my great-grandpa was 24 when they got married. And they were together the whole lives. My great-grandfather lived till he was like 80 something. And my great-grandmother, she lived to 103. But yeah, they got married at 14 and 24. So it kind of used to be a common thing. And that, especially I've looked into a lot of genealogy and stuff, and it's just, it was really common, even back in the mid, like in the last century, like in the 1950s even. Because when I was looking into Hawkins County, it was like that, just even like in the 1950s and 60s. But he's talking more like, what, 80s and 90s or something, right? So it's still, it was definitely more taboo. I don't know. He's kind of a little young to use that excuse of it being a different time, but it is what it is, and they're still married, so I get his point there. But why does he still have Polaroid pornographic photos of his ex 12-year-old wife? He's like remarried. So I'm like, it confused me. Like, you still have these Polaroids? And then he was offering to show the guy on the phone. He's like, you want to see him? That feels like sharing child porn to me. But Jimbo's argument was because they were married, it's different. But see, now he is like a 50-year-old some man, and he still has them. I don't know. Yeah, Jerry Lee Lewis. But that's like back in the 50s and 60s. For Jimbo, that would have been, what, 30 years ago? The 90s and 80s? It's different. It's a little bit different. It was her aunt, and so supposedly in the call, to come to find out, it was not the parents. It was like an adopted mom, like an aunt that signed, like okayed it or something. And I don't know. It's a whole weird thing. But yeah, you would have he would have had to have the parents' permission somehow, or some kind of guardian's permission. But supposedly, one of them, they ran away for a couple years or something. I think that was his current wife, though. So that's his argument, is they're still married, and I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, people love Elvis, right? People love Elvis. He was married to wasn't she like 13 or something? Right, Jam? She was 14. Yeah. How old was Elvis? He was only 19 or something. He wasn't that old, was he? Was he really that old? Hold on. Was he wait, he might have been early 20s. Hold on. $14 and $24. So I just looked it up. It's 14 and 24. She was 14 and he was 24 when they first met at a party. But she met him when they were only 14. They lived together 5 or 6 years. She being the age of 17 to 22. So they didn't start living together until she was like 17, it looks like. But it sounds like she started hanging out with him when she was much younger. Her mom and dad was all probably it was Elvis Presley, right? They were like, "Oh, yay." The king of the king of pop, or whatever he was called, king of whatever, who I don't know. Is king of pop, is that Michael Jackson? What's the king of what would he be the king of? I don't know. I forget what he's called. Yeah, 15 and 21 is not that big deal, I guess. But it's weird. I wouldn't let my 15-year-old marry a 21-year-old. But, if you let your child, and whatever, that's your thing. Yeah, that's your prerogative. I wouldn't, personally. I don't see, me personally, I don't see how. Now, I was dating older guys when I was younger. So, but when I think about it now, like looking back, I think it's kind of gross in a way because I don't know. As far as if I like from when I think of it from the guy's perspective, I kind of think, why would they want anything to do with a? I mean, I didn't start dating. I didn't start dating older guys till I was like 16, so it wasn't like that big a deal, I guess. It wasn't like I was like 12 dating, 20-year-olds. He gave her LSD. All the time I took pics of her in bed. King of Rock. There you go. Which movie over and over? Loretta Lynn. What was the movie? Can you guys believe that Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck are getting divorced? Sorry. Random thought. I just saw a notification about them. It's brutal. Jennifer Lopez filed on their 2-year anniversary. Brutal. Some kind of 2-year anniversary. I think it was 2-year anniversary of their real wedding or something like that. I forget what it was. I guess they had 2 weddings or something, and I wonder if Jennifer Lopez was, and Ben was over in like Italy or something in another country with his kids and ex-wife. I kind of wonder if Jennifer Lopez was like really pissed off and that's why she filed, because he was over there with his ex-wife in a different country on their anniversary. I mean, I don't know. To me, I think that sounds shitty. If I would be pissed if I was, I think that, I wonder if that was what put the nail in the coffin. And that's why she filed that specific day, because it was on their 2-year anniversary. And he was just getting back from their vacation, from his vacation with his ex-wife on that day. So it was like a welcome home present. Oh, God. I kind of feel bad for Jennifer Lopez. Like, dude, she's like really getting a lot of scrutiny from the media, and I feel bad for her with that whole flop of that documentary. That must be like incredibly embarrassing. I don't think I've ever seen anything so embarrassing in my life. Like, I feel so bad for her. I mean, it was just embarrassing, this whole thing. Jen Gardner is from West Virginia. Yeah. And of course, you're going to be jealous of Jennifer Gardner. She's like gorgeous, right? Yeah. That's crazy, blue jeans. That's rare, that's really something to be proud of, really. It's pretty special. It doesn't exist very often anymore. Especially, your high schools, or, the very first person you were ever with, being with somebody since you were like 15 or something. That's crazy. and rare. They're all beautiful. Nah. Jennifer Lopez, she's pretty, but not like as naturally pretty. Not as naturally pretty as Jennifer Garner. I don't know. I guess it's a type there because they're kind of completely different in ways. You know, to me, they're kind of just complete opposites. But I'm just so embarrassed for Jennifer Lopez because, see, that just shows that money doesn't buy happiness. I mean, think how much money she has. I mean, people would think she would have the happiest life ever and would be so like would have the biggest self-esteem, and people call her narcissistic and stuff, but narcissists are actually really, really like have really, really low self-esteem, and that's why they have to, it just sounds like, I mean, it seems like she had something to prove with this documentary, like having to prove that her and Ben really love each other and stuff, and that Ben loves her so much and they just have the best relationship, and oh my gosh, she's just like this really relatable person, and then come to find out she's really not. She's like this she's really not. She's grew up pretty like upper middle class or something, right? Is so what we hear, but she tries to act like she's like from the Bronx and stuff. Is Shakira that old? Dang. I guess she was around when I was in when I was about 20. Sometimes I forget how old I am. Like time goes by so fast. But look how beautiful J-Lo is, and she just is still not happy. She obviously has low self-esteem. You know what I mean? That just shows like people are always wanting, like, thinking the grass is greener and stuff, and everybody else's life, they want to, think of how many women want to be Jennifer Lopez. You know what I mean? And she's not happy with her life. She still is not happy. That's why people can't relate with her. You know what I mean? Like, you have everything and you're not happy. Shut the fuck up. Like, what will make you happy, lady? Like, you know what I mean? You gotta, she still doesn't love herself. And then here's all these people that want to be her, you know what I mean? And she's not even happy. Why would you want to be somebody like that? I don't know. I just don't think money buys happiness at all. But, and to me, like, Jennifer Lopez has really shown how superficial she is. It's sad. It's sickening to me. It's like a disease to me. It's gross. I don't like that, But It's just too bad, because it's just too bad when somebody has so much like that and then they just still aren't happy with their lives. I have questions, and hopefully the FBI does too. I sent you that, Jody Sue. What the fuck? Here, guys, we'll go check that. Thank you for showing me that. Jody Sue, stop begging for my attention, okay? Just, you don't have to beg for my attention. I'll give. All you have to do is ask. Jeez. She just begs and begs for my attention, dude. Oh, man. She's funny. She's like a freaking, her, like the circus of YouTube, okay? Jody Sue, PG, Lisa K. Yeah. Those are the real crazy ones. Okay, Jody Sue Brown, you're in that category of like the extra crazies. As I laugh like a crazy lunatic, but seriously, what is this? I sent you this, Jody Sue, because you asked me to send this to you. Do you not remember? What the fuck? Does this a comment from a subscriber have to do with anything? All this is showing me that you're just a horrible person that shares private messages and tries to play it off like it's something different. What is this? You weirdo. Can you stop begging for my attention? I am not talking about you. See what I mean? Like, Fred, are you seeing this lunatic? Like, I swear she just like, oh my God, I'm kind of having deja vu right now. This feels kind of like 666-ish. Probably because Jody Sue worships the devil. So that's probably why. That's probably why, because it's like same vibes. So she needs to show the messages before this. I feel like she deleted something. I'm going to have to look and see really what happened here. But I sent this to her because she asked me to send this to her. She wanted something about Stacy Slay. She asked me if Stacy Slay had ever messaged me. She just messaged. What the fuck? Why is that? What? I wouldn't have just sent that to her out of nowhere. She asked me to send something about, she asked me if Stacy Slay ever messaged me, and I said, yeah. And she asked me, would I send it to her? And I said, okay. And I screenshotted it and sent it to her. What the fuck, JC? Why'd you cut it out like that? That's edited. But anyways, either way, I don't care either way. It doesn't matter. That's from one of my subscribers. What the fuck? You asked me to send that to you. Yeah, let me see here. Let me like check my messenger and see what she did here. What'd she do? How come it's not letting me pull up my freaking... Oh, there it is. Here we go. How do you search a conversation? Hold on. Search and conversation. Slay. So, how do I go to from one slate, or how do I search in conversation? Yeah, she asked me to fucking send that shit to her. What the fuck? It's the email I got from from Stacy Slay. But all she's trying to do is get people to talk about Slay. I don't understand that whole thing. I really don't. I don't understand the big deal. Like, why is this a big deal? I don't even get it. How is it my fault she sends me a message? What the fuck? I don't understand. I'm so confused right now. Like, for real. Can somebody fill me in what she's trying to, like accuse me of? Seriously, please? Please, can somebody solve this riddle for me? Because I am lost. Fred, are you there? Where has Fred been? What the fuck, dude? I don't understand. Can you guys seriously tell me? Please tell me what she's trying to get at. All she's trying to do is get people to talk about slaying all that mess again. But what's she trying to accuse me of? What do I have to do with it? What do I have to do with anything? I mean, so what? She sent me an email. What the fuck? She asked me to send anything I have on Stacy. What? She asked me if Stacy Slay had ever emailed me, and I showed her. What the fuck? So that I showed her an email that somebody sent me that she asked me to send her about this Stacy Slay that I have no idea who it is and what she's talking about. I don't understand that whole Stacy Slay debacle. Seriously. She's probably been talking about the Slay stuff again and how Penny gets blamed for all the mess with Slay. So she's trying to say that you were in communication with Slay. No, I wasn't. So what? Like, she wrote me one email. That's the only email. I don't think I was in communication. I don't know if I even responded. It looks like I sent her one email, or that she sent me one email. And that means I'm in communication, that I'm like somehow in some kind of communication. She asked me to send everything. I had one email from the lady. One, Jody Sue, one. I didn't, obviously, I mean, you asked me to send everything, and that's all I sent you. Yeah, I don't even understand that. Just because she sent me, I used to get 100 emails a day, Jody Sue. I mean, from random people. I probably didn't even see the email, to be honest. This woman did one time, I remember, donate to me. Because I do remember one time a long time ago that name. And her PayPal, I think, her PayPal, yeah, was Stacy Slay. It said that exact name when she donated to me. But I wasn't in communication with her. She emailed me this one time, and that's it. I mean, she seemed, the email that in this email, she seemed like a nice lady. I don't know who she is. Kim and Allie talked to Slade too. Was she really impersonating an agent? Or is that just an accusation? I mean, is that true? Or is that just like some kind of... Dang, that's crazy. I don't know. That's crazy. Why would she... What was she trying to do? Was she trying to get information or something? Why would she do that? Was she making up information? How do we know she's not one? Maybe could her name be something different and it's Stacy Slay be some kind of... I don't know. What? Hold on, guys. All right, sorry about that. My daughter had a question. You know, it was an emergency, of course, in her eyes. Yeah, let me check before I get off here and see about that, if there's any update as far as the Montgomery. We're just running there and coming. Hold on. All right. I don't see still. Let me check on the Montgomery County website, though. Still not in the Montgomery jail. But anyways. Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about, Judy Sue. But that is crazy that I don't understand. Why would somebody, what'd she fake doing that for? Was she trying to get information, or was she trying to, I don't understand. I guess I remember something about that, but that was so long ago. I didn't really get into that shit. I don't even think I responded to that woman. I really don't. If I was so worried, Jody Sue, why would I send it to you, you weirdo? All right, guys, I'm going to go for now. I'm getting tired. And I have to pee, so it'd be a good stopping point. And Bandit probably has to pee here soon, too. I hear Athena's already outside, but... All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. Have a good night.